Here's another fun compilation of pranks you guys can pull off on friends and family for the holidays. They are quite mean, so prank at your own risk. Before we begin though, give this video a like so I can make more Christmas prank videos for you guys, and also make sure you are subscribed to this channel with all notifications turned on. Let's get pranking. For this first one, we're gonna need a gift, of course, and here for this example, I'll be using this Fitbit Charge 2. Now, this Fitbit came in an Amazon box, because I ordered it online. So, I'm gonna put it back in that box. It came stuffed with this paper right here, I guess for protection. So, I'm gonna close up this box again, and I'm gonna tape it. Just like that. That's it, pranksters. I'm gonna get lazy though. I'm not gonna wrap up this gift. I'm gonna give my friend this box just as is. The only catch is that I'm gonna put it inside a Christmas bag. So I'm gonna open up this Christmas bag. And now, before I put the box inside the bag, I'm gonna do something crazy. On one side, I'm gonna spray a bunch of hot glue. So your victim will have a hard time getting it out of the bag. So now that I have the glue there, I'm gonna put it inside. Glue first, and then it's gonna stick to the bottom. That's it, pranksters. Give this to somebody on Christmas, and when they try to take it out, they'll have a hard time getting it out of this bag. And the reason why I chose this bag is because it's so nice. Nobody's gonna really wanna rip it. Like most people rip up their Christmas wrap, the bag is too beautiful to rip up. So they're gonna struggle to get this box out of there. Yep, it doesn't want to come out. It's stuck there unless I rip up the bag, which would be a shame. Lately, have you guys been to the grocery store? You'll find these candy canes everywhere. These are plastic candy canes, and they're filled with chocolates inside. This one has Reese's Cups. Others have, for example, this one has Hershey's Kisses. Then other ones have M&Ms, and there's all sorts of candy canes out there. But I'm gonna be using this one as an example. To be able to pull this off, you're also gonna need some rice, which I do have handy here. First, we're gonna begin is removing the top of this candy cane. So we're gonna slowly twist off. It should easily pop off. Now I have access to the candy, which I will enjoy later. But for now, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to set up this booby trap. So if you notice, the hook part is plastic and it's hollow. But in order to get to the inside, guys, you're gonna have to cut off this section right here. So with my X-Acto knife, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cut a circle around this area so that I'm able to have access to the inside. Well, I did the best I could in regards to this cut right here. So I pretty much removed the top, and now I'm gonna fill it up with rice. So I got my rice bag here, and I'm gonna pour in that rice. I'm gonna fill it up all the way, or at least as much as I can. And next up, I cut this piece of plastic from a bag. You guys can get this anywhere. I'm gonna put it over it. And then I'm gonna put this back with the candy. So I'm gonna join both pieces together, but I gotta do this carefully because I don't want it to rip. You don't want people knowing that you tampered with their candy, right? And of course, you're gonna have that excess plastic, which you will have to cut off. But we'll do that right now. As you can see, I've already trimmed off that excess plastic, so it's no longer there. It does not look like it was tampered with, guys. And you just leave it wherever you know your victim's gonna get it. This is what's gonna happen. Of course, you're gonna try to twist off the top, and then yep, it happens just like that. And the thing with rice is that it gets all over the place. This is basically like confetti. You'll always be finding little pieces of rice if you were to spill them all over your kitchen or anywhere in the room. This is not fun to clean up. You know, it's not that extreme. Obviously, I didn't spill any liquids. It's just rice. It's not gonna damage anything. All right, well, I'm gonna get you started with a really nasty prank. And I say this is nasty because it reeks. Yeah, it's gonna stink up your Christmas morning or your victim's Christmas morning. So in order to pull this off, you're gonna need a can of cookies. These are sold anywhere. If you go to any grocery store, they have these. I got 2 for $5, which is a good deal because these cookies are delicious. Not only that, but they come in this little can. It's a little tin can, as you can see, and here. Yeah, you can actually eat the cookies and use this as a Christmas box. Well, in this particular prank, guys, we're gonna need this box of cookies to be empty. As you can see, it's got some tape around it. It's the little seal that they have in order to keep these cookies closed. So we're gonna remove that seal and we're gonna pop off the top. So there are the cookies, guys. So I'm gonna enjoy eating these, and once this can of cookies is empty, we're gonna get started. Well, now that the cookies are gone, we can get started setting up this prank. We're also gonna need a mouse trap. Well, actually, this is a rat trap. This is a really big rat trap. And look at the snapper. Oh, it's very strong. So that is perfect for this prank. And guess what else we're gonna need? Something nasty. And what's nastier than a fart bag? These little packets are a prankster's best friend. As you can see, I got a bunch of fart bags in there. Lots of them, actually. So we're gonna use one. We only need one, and this is the one we're gonna need. But if you guys notice that when you press the pouch on here, it takes a few seconds for this to pop. We don't want that, guys. We want this to pop right away. So a good method of doing that, guys, is you trim this off and then you tape them and create a seal, and when you do that, they will look like this. As you can see, we shortened the packet. That way it has less room to inflate and it'll pop faster. So we want it to look like this. And look at this little guy. Look what he's doing. Well, when these packets pop, they release a horrible smell. Nobody wants to be around them. So that's what we're gonna do in this prank. We're gonna set it up in a way so that when the snapper is set off, it's gonna pop this fart bag. So let's get started. Since the snapper on this mouse trap is really strong, as you can see, wow, that is too much. We don't want that because it's too strong. So we're gonna disable one of the springs on here. So it only has one, and now it's not that bad, but still strong enough for what we need it for. So first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna apply some glue on the bottom of the mouse trap, or should I say rat trap? Yeah, it is a big rat trap. All right, I think I got plenty of it on there. And now I'm gonna put it inside this can of cookies, empty can of cookies. And I'm gonna push down on it. And then we're gonna let it dry for a little bit so that it stays on there. And then once it's dried up, we're gonna keep going with this prank. Next up, guys, we're gonna tie a piece of string on this little hook right here. It's very important that you do this step, guys. I mean, you can skip it, but I would advise you don't, because somebody could get hurt. And again, we want everybody to be safe. And now that we got this tied on there, we're gonna attach it to the lid, but not just yet. So keep that handy right there. Keep it out of the way. So now that that is done, guys, we're gonna place the fart bag right below the snapper. So pull up the snapper and then just place the fart bag right there. Once the snapper hits this fart bag, it's gonna pop it almost instantly. So we wanna keep it right there. Next, what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna take the string that you previously tied onto this hook right here, and we're gonna tape it on the top of the lid. And again, the reason why we're doing this is because when the mousetrap is set off, it's gonna launch the top, and we don't want that. We don't want nobody getting hurt. We don't want this hitting anybody. So this is gonna protect that person. And the way you attach it to the top is you use some tape, like I always do. Now I have this strip of tape, and I'm just gonna attach it on there. Now we can pull back on the snapper, guys. Make sure that the pouch is right where the snapper hits. So pull back on that snapper, and now push down with the cover. You're gonna feel the pressure, but push all the way down, guys, like that. And if I let go, this is gonna pop open, and we don't want this to pop open just yet. So what I have here is some clear tape, just like the seal that it was on previously. Well, we're gonna wrap the top all over the can, that way it won't pop off. As far as the last step, guys, you're gonna flip this over and you're gonna poke like a couple of holes on the side, like right on the edge. So be careful when handling knives. If you're asking yourself, why am I poking holes on it? Well, we want that stink to come out. Once it's set off, then obviously all they can do is close up the lid, and you know, the stink is gone, and we don't want that. We want there to be openings for that stink to be able to come out through, and they are gonna be very important when it comes to irritating your victims on Christmas. So that's it, pranksters. Give this to your victims on Christmas morning. Tell them it's a box of cookies, and when they open it, well, let's see what happens. So it's got all that pressure, guys, and it's gonna pop off once I remove the rest of this tape. So as soon as it hits, it's gonna cause it to pop. So even though if they try to put the lid back on, guys, guess what? There's no escaping that stink. You know why? Because the little holes on the back, oh man, this stuff, I can't even explain it right. The little holes on the bottom are gonna be releasing that stink, and there's no escaping it, guys. It'll totally be a stinky Christmas in the morning. Oh man, I'm not kidding, guys. This stuff really stinks, and I totally should have done this prank towards the end, because now I gotta deal with the stink. But yeah, guys, it smells really bad, and like I said, there's no escaping it. And look what I have here, guys. A bunch of candy canes. These are mini candy canes. They come in a little wrapper like this. They're not like these. It's got wrapper sealed all around it. These are actually inside a wrapper. So a good way to set up a prank for this, guys, is to actually make your own candy canes. And I showed you in my last video how to make candy canes. Well, we're not gonna make candy canes, we're just gonna make canes, period. And for that, we're gonna be using some flexible straws. And as you can see, I'm using some straws that have the same coloring as this candy cane. So they're striped, red and white. These will work perfect. So all you do, guys, pull on them, make them longer. This is the flexible side. So you're gonna fold it into making it look like a candy cane. Of course, it's pretty long, so we're gonna trim it up a bit. So get your right measurements, guys. So try to match the same size as the actual candy canes. The little mini candy canes, I mean. About that size, and then about this size. So you can see 2 candy canes right there. And the thing about these wrappers, guys, is that you can easily slide out the candy cane. You can break the wrapper on the bottom and then take out the candy cane. You can do whatever you want with it. You can eat it, throw it away. Well, I'm sure nobody is gonna throw these away, but get rid of it out of the way, and then put the straw made candy cane inside. Just like that, guys. And now look at them. They look so similar in size and in color that nobody's gonna be able to tell a difference until they actually grab one of these, and then they notice that the straw, oh, I got some chocolate on me. Oh, that don't look right. Then they'll notice that this one's fake and then this one is real. So put this one with the rest of them and it'll blend in with the rest of them. Nobody's gonna know. So let's say one of your parents has a box of mini candy canes and you start eating them, but you want to replace them. So you just make it seem like the box is still full by placing these plastic candy canes. Pretty cool, huh, guys? Okay, this 4th prank, let's say you volunteer to help your family members wrap gifts for other family members. What you want to do before you start helping them out is prep this prank that I'm going to show you right now. And this involves the bows that go on the top of the boxes like this. So as you can see, there's room inside these bows, these little bows, and you can fill them up with anything. Now for this example, I'm going to use some shaving cream, and shaving cream is white, so I'm gonna be using a white bow. Of course, I'm gonna barely squeeze some shaving cream inside this bow, just like that, guys. It's camouflaged, it blends in with the bow. So as you can see on the ends of the bow, there's openings, and I'm gonna fill those in with a little bit of shaving cream. So just a little, guys. You don't have to go all out. You don't want this to be noticeable, so just barely put a little bit of shaving cream all around. Now you put this booby trap bow with the rest of the bows. You can't even tell that there's shaving cream on there. Now let's say mom is wrapping up a gift for grandma and she's gonna put a bow on top. So she's gonna peel off the sticker on the bottom and then she's gonna slap the bow on top. And when she does that, this is what's gonna happen. She's gonna get shaving cream all over her hand because all the shaving cream squeezes out through the openings. So it's not too messy, but it's a funny prank that you guys can do on family members. Now you're probably asking, what is this ketchup doing back here? Well, the ketchup is red and so is this bow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extract some ketchup from this bottle and I'm gonna use this syringe. So I'm just gonna stick it in there, get some ketchup like that, guys. And then I'm gonna fill in this bow with ketchup. Simple as that, guys. And you can't really tell that there's ketchup in there unless you have an eagle eye or something. But honestly, nobody can see that there's ketchup in there. So you leave the bow with the rest of them And then when they pick up this booby-trapped one, they'll do the same thing. So again, now this is for grandpa, and your dad gets the bow, removes the little film on the bottom of the bow, and then he's gonna slap it on there, and this is what's gonna happen. Dad's gonna have a bunch of ketchup on his hand. There might be a little bit of residue on the gift, but it's not gonna ruin the gift. And if it does, it's just gonna ruin the wrapping paper around the gift. So they'll have to redo the gift if they want grandpa to get a nice gift. So yeah guys, it's not that messy, but as you can see, it does the job. As always, prank with caution guys. If you enjoyed this video tutorial on how to set up simple pranks for Christmas, remember that I have lots more at my channel, youtube.com/Nextraker. Make sure to stop by and check those out. Also, while you're there, why not subscribe? It doesn't take much effort. All it takes is the click of a button or a tap with your finger. Thanks for the amazing support, pranksters. I'll see you guys in my next video.